Alright, so this is for the finals right here to determine who is going to make it through to the lower division. Right now it's looking like the Yoozh is up. Almost made it to the end, but wasn't quite able to. Not enough shots on that rip tire. But he did finish it off. And big kills on Esme here is going to be able to keep it moving. Oh, Mercy gets popped.
Good old Junkertown.
Hey, just keep it moving.
What? Which one's which?
Oh. Esme and then Yoozh. They're going to be hard shots to make here. They do manage to cap it. They got a lot of time here for Team Esme to make it through. Usually the beginning of the point's not too tricky for teams, but once you get into these narrow corridors, a lot can happen. A lot of times we've been seeing like save the president sort of like bastion strategies here, but not on this time around.
We already got our higher ones. They're doing their map limbs right now, so that'll be our last match of the day is between those two. And then whoever wins this will just roll right into the final.
And those are best of fives.
Yeah, best of five.
We got plenty of time and a hell of a lot more PCs than we should.
Yeah, that's good.
Cool.
All right, looks like the Yoozh is finally able to kind of somewhat stabilize here and kind of prevent the onslaught, so that's good for them. Just a matter of finding a safe place to go as Esme regroups, but both teams stockpiling a lot of ults, so really anything can happen. Whatever happens with this junk tire is probably pretty important too, since it's coming in. Gets picked up though by Nightmare.
Ooh, nice work, Nightmare. Did he time that right, or was that just lucky?
He's a junk rat.
Ooh. Yeah. Oh.
That's enough. It's looking like Esme is going to have to fall back as the Yoozh takes control and stabilizes on the high ground. This is really where you want to be as this team. You know, you're sitting now in another ult, 3 ults to their 2. You don't have Valkyrie though. That's probably the biggest downside, and that can really be a game changer.
And if they move too close, you can drop right down on top.
All right, with Transcendence popping up here, that's going to be a strong counter to that Soldier ult. We do lose Mech. Junebug just dropping in shots, though. Gets picked up, though. Wasn't sneaky enough. Esme trying to move through, it's just not happening. I don't think there's any way to determine. Yeah.
Alright, thanks.
Entering into our final minutes here for Esme. Looking pretty close here. They managed to get that Diva out of mech, which is going to allow them to do some aggression. They really need that Orisa ball to pull them down off the top. Unfortunately, that Zen going down on that, that's not going to be looking good for them. Rez comes out, though. Oh. All drop this. That's going to be enough for the Yoozh. With 40 seconds left, we've got one final push, but a lot of strong ults here, especially if this Genji's able to get his ult up, which looks like he probably will. And with no Transcendence, this blade can really shred him apart. cannot get picked.
Oh, narrowly missed
Wow,
hook there.
awesome teamwork there, though. Keeping the Mercy alive. Oh, Genji. Finds a health kit.
In comes the Riptire over the top.
There it is. He's got to get those supports. Esme not able to get it together enough. They're going to fall here. And our first game is going to the Yoozh.
Yoozh up one step closer to finals.
Very close matchup, though. Especially at the end. Just needed a couple more kills there, but wasn't able to pull it together. Very close, though.
They're up one, so they finished one. Yeah, so one more, or potentially two more games.
So we will jump here as we wait for the next team, or the next match rather, as they set up. We'll see which map they choose. They can pick between Hanamura or Nepal. So we'll see what match they go with, or which map they go with. We are back. Looks like they're going to go with Hanamura. So this is a particularly fun map because of the pit in the middle. Works well for a Lucio. We'll see what they're thinking here as they sit in the ship waiting for us to begin. See if we see any sort of different build as well. So it looks like we're seeing some similar heroes picked here. Keep an eye on this Lucio. Let's see what they're doing. You are my friend. All right, so Gamerhead on top with Junk. Goes to pull off Diva. Diva flies away, though. Not successful, but nice grab. They are opting to fight off the point here on the right-hand side as it unlocks. Oh, nice grab there. Their shield, Orisa, is gone, so they're going to have a tough time pushing onto the point. So we'll see if Yoozh is able to turn the tides here. As Esme takes the point first, and then now immediately is pushing forward. Interesting. Not a terrible strat, but hopefully they don't overextend too much.
Was there what? Yes. Honest as you can be. Whatever comes to mind, go ahead and pull it out. Thanks, man. Thanks. Yes. Here we are. And be brutally honest, this is how we shape the tournament and stuff. We also, there we go. That works. And yeah, be brutally honest, it's how we shape the future.
All right, so Yoozh already up to 50% on this point, so this is going to be the
You missed some great grabs.
Nice.
It was pretty awesome.
This could be the determinant in terms of who makes it into the finals here. Team Esme reclaims the point.
So Doorknob's asking, so we got top teams. So right now Esme and Yoozh are fighting for the finals. This is semi to fight against Team Doge. And then for the top teams as Council Feeders and Hamburglers are fighting for first place in the top tier or higher stakes.
Lots of kills there coming out. Diva Mech manages to zone him out, and it's looking like this is going to be Team Yoozh picking up the point again and flipping it back around. Ooh, but ult coming out of Lucio extends it just a little bit longer. Ooh, goes down.
You can hear him yelling to the bottom of the pit.
A lot of kills coming out of that Lucio right there. So SB's able to extend this point a little bit longer, but inevitably Yoozh now has reclaimed it, flipped it back. And they're looking at the final 30% here.
And again, I don't know why that makes me nervous. They not overextending, but jumping on into that room to kind of push it home and say we still have the point.
Yeah. I mean, if you're able to hold this though for a while, you do force him back quite a bit. Ult coming out of Genji. Is this going to be enough?
He's got one down.
Picks up another. Great kills out of Fission there. SB though, barely capping it. Just is still not enough. He's able to stay alive though, getting him out of mech. That was huge for them. Both Valkyries are active right now, resin like crazy, and the point flips. SB chasing him down here. Unbelievably good job.
Yoozh is putting up quite the fight there. They were holding on by a small strand.
So at 99%, they got to regroup and figure this out. What are we going to do? Some big ults, though, especially out of Nightmare here. If they're going to reclaim it, I guarantee it's going to be based off of a really sick tire right here. Let's see it go.
Here we go.
We're already getting picked up. Still got 80% of his health. Gets taken out.
Thank you.
Demitus in a really dangerous position there. Youzh already on the point, knowing that this is do or die. You've got to get the point or the game is over. Trying to pick up that Diva, doesn't get it. Instead, they pick up the Roadhog. Esme in a very strong position, gets trapped on there with the blade up. Isn't able to capitalize on it though, and he still gets another kill.
I don't know if this game's ever going to end. They're trading blows back and forth here.
It's looking like it's going to end right now with Esme taking over the point.
Wow.
A lot of close calls there. You know, just some very minor missed opportunities. You know, the tire didn't connect. They had the Genji who bladed. So, unfortunately for Team Youzh, they just missed a couple kills, but definitely not out of it yet by a long shot.
Neither team is. This is pretty close. So.
All right. Both teams have got a really good opportunity to win this. Let's see what the Youzh is able to do. Coming in with a pretty consistent team style here. Very kind of aggressive tanking team. Neither team opting for a shield. And Esme taking the high ground, usually where you want to be on this. Gamer losing sight of that Winston. as I lose sight of the game as well. And Esme popping off a lot of kills.
Thanks, man.
People are just kind of staggered all over the place. Not good for them. Yoozh is going to fall, and this is going to be Esme taking over the point. Very early as they're looking for an opportunity here to take this to game 3.
Now it's up to Esme to see how are they going to attack here. It looks like Yoozh is already counting on them maybe going up towards the right. But they can quickly switch, but they're staying on that high ground to have that good vantage point because that cap point is a very enclosed space. Here they come through the front gate. Got some good positioning, but Yoozh is a little bit spread out. Now they're starting to answer. Drop down with the Winston.
It's good. Those fights in the back. I mean, it's staggered all over the place.
Yeah, it's not a very unified push like we saw in the other maps. They're just breaking out just a little bit. Oh, that was a big
bug. Getting very aggressive. Burning some of those ults to make sure that they take complete control of the point. And Esme rounding the 50% mark very calmly with very minimal ult usage. And they've got some good ones up, but Yoozh is going to have the Valkyrie, which is obviously very important.
All right, I love this skin on Reaper, the Halloween jack-o'-lantern.
Yep, very spooky, very spooky.
Spooky, scary. All right, we got Winston aggressive with the bubble there in the front.
Still was able to get the kill. Launching
Very
that
nice.
Diva mech. Doesn't, maybe picks up one, I couldn't tell. But ult's coming out, but that's such a tight corridor there. And, you know, Esme's more than happy to engage in that space. That's going to catch nobody. Just clears the space out.
Well, we've talked about that before with the Diva ult. It's either a space, you know, you're creating some space, or you're...
You got to utilize that cleared space, though. You can chase in onto it and force them to engage you on that space. Instead, it's looking like Esme's just going to take over this point and take game number 2 here. So with this takes us to a 1-1. And we're going to see what they're able to do here.
Pushing it out to 3. Little Winston.
It's going to be the kill on that Mercy. Oh, no.
No. I thought that was a pretty good move on his part.
Yeah. Those tight corridors, Esme wanted them in those spots, you know? Like, the
so,
minute you get in there,
yeah.
it's just bounce, bounce, bounce. They had a lot of good damage, a lot of connection. Very cool stuff to see.
So they're pushing out to 3 now. And we're going to see, let's see, they already did Hanamura, so they're on Nepal now.
Yeah.
Oh no, they just did Nepal. Oh, sorry.
They're on Hanamura.
Now they're on Hanamura. You can see the top of our Mercy prize.
Let's do the last raffle.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna tell. We're gonna do the last raffle prize here, which is the Funko Pop you see in front of us there. There's a Reaper left, so we're gonna give that raffle away here. What?
48.
Alright, and we have the final winner of our raffle. If you have lucky number 48, come on down. What?
You got this.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe come to
Yeah, actually, this is empty. Grab the... I can't stop...
I'm gonna jump back.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Consider only victory. Make defeat an impossibility. Hello.
All right, so we got the teams here lining up. Getting ready on Hanamura. This is Hanamura. Another cap point. Got the two tanks out front here coming from the perspective of the defending team. We've got your Rhine and Roadhog out there. We got Farah doing some work in that right window, which is usually a favorite spot for Junkrat to toss in some names there. And it looks like they are able to defend them. But we'll fix the stream here for those of you watching at home. The Yoozh is blue right now. So Yoozh is just getting split up just quite a bit. Big Farah all coming in off the top. Nightmare only able to make one pick off the Flux there, playing as Zen as their support. Good move, and they stop just over one tick. So if you look at the triangle there on the A at the top of the screen, you can see that they just managed to cap that 1/3 of the cap point. So Esme getting very aggressive, moving in. Let's take a look from their perspective and see what it looks like coming through that gate. Nice ult by Rhine. Not much of a follow-up. We got a Zen ult to answer that, healing the rest of Esme. I'd say Yoozh is in pretty good shape right now. Take a quick peek. We see we've got, again, tanks leading on the way in. Very consistent behavior from the better teams we've seen over the weekend. Zarya getting up that charge. Then we've immediately got the Riptire comes in. No one gets looped up in that. But would have been nice if that would have connected. We've got the Rhines up at the gate, and slowly Esme is working in through that door. Nice work. Rhine charges onto the cap. And now we're looking at them getting the second tick mark. And we are going to get a full cap on A as SE will now move on to point B.
Work phone. This one? Yes. Nice. I love how it's like literally just been sitting there. I know. What's up? Oh.
You guys are up next after this game.
All right. Esme already picking up this point really quickly somehow.
Starting to drag.
Uses the Graviton to keep her off the point, but they've still got the Tracer in the back. Demitis is going to be able to extend this just a little bit, but Junebug popping off. Esme already moving on up. Very close games here. So the Yoozh made a really strong showing in the beginning of this game, and you kind of notice kind of by the end they aren't able to pull it together. I'm not sure what's changed here. Maybe Esme hit their rhythm. It's hard to know.
Yeah, all he's got left is, what these guys do, roll right in. Yeah.
But a strong point, easy to snowball, anything can happen. Pretty moderate time. 4 minutes is a while, but it's not an eternity. As both teams show their picks. Again, nothing too remarkable here. We'll see what the youths are able to do moving forward here. Their tournament life is on the line, so if Esme can hold on to this, they're going to be in very good shape moving forwards.
You freed up the back row, right? The back? Okay. Oh, good. Okay, good. So they're now, okay. But yeah, either way, yeah, we just need to know on the way out.
A lot of good DPS coming out of Junebug this game in a number of different roles. He's definitely been switching around, I think, the most out of everybody. Let's see what our Lick might will do here. It's going to be a violation of some Blizzard rule, I assume. Doesn't manage to get a kill. Hopefully he's able to get out of there safely. Oh, quick kill on that Junkrat. That's kind of the risk, but Zombie gets taken down. Oh, direct hit by Nightmare. Yoozh is coming in with a lot of aggression. Chaosinator's shield breaks. It's going to be a tough spot, but Zombie is up and then he is down again. Nightmare finally getting taken out, but it is costly as Yeet Balls goes down. I think it's just Zenyatta on the point, and he does not last long. And the Yoozh takes it over very quickly, and they've got a lot of time to work with right here. But we've seen 2CP, it almost doesn't matter. You know, sometimes you get a lot of time. It's not enough. Kind of some bad spawns from them as well, so they got a long walk to make here. Alright, so Esme setting up in the upper left corner, very classic positioning, especially with the Reinhardt there. We've seen the Yoozh operate very well in these tight corridors, and there's no exception here.
We'll see if they can punch, if they're going to punch through that hallway. Nope, they're going to go up and over the catwalk.
The Junkrat got picked again, but Fission does pop a big ult, but he's the only death if he's not careful, but he falls back. Reinhardt's on the point, and the capping begins with the Lucio ult. Oh, tons of damage coming out of the Yoozh here. Really taking Esme down hard. A lot of ults already burned.
By
That's
Gamer
a team
Head.
kill.
Zombie comes back from the dead.
Really strong. So they push it back in a very similar way, and we're at a 6-4 right now.
That is, I mean, that's plenty of time for either team to come out ahead here.
Yeah, very strong.
So if you were gambling, who would you place your bet here?
I mean, I think Esme's got a certain sort of like ride or die approach where when it comes down to it at the last minute, they seem to summon some sort of strength from within to just punch right through. And I think for a team like that, 2CP works. You need to have the guts, you need to have the strength under pressure, and I think that's something that Esme has. On the flip side, I mean, the Yoozh, I think, might be a technically better team from what I've seen so far. They have a little bit more coordination. There's something else kind of going on with
calm and calculated approach.
Yeah, so I don't know which one's better, to be honest, you know? We'll see, I guess. But again, anything can really happen, you know? You get a couple good snowballs, you lose some point, lose your morale, can really be costly here.
Alright, and here we go. In comes Esme.
This is the last semifinals game, and then we will be moving on to the finals for both the lower stakes and the higher stakes after this.
Ooh, Junebub looking to get some picks there when that Rhine shield's down.
So hard to get a shot with that Rhine shield up. It is starting to break, and he gets a nice headshot there.
Yeah.
This is a much better position up here.
Much better vantage point.
Ooh, I don't know. You still gotta make the charge shots.
That's
Doing
pretty
a lot of damage.
dangerous.
He's not being noticed at all right here. Ryan finally sees him.
There
They're
we go.
responding.
I was gonna say that Widow looked like she was gonna chill up there the rest of the match.
They've still got a lot of time to work with, so no need to get too panicked here. Now with Nightmare's ult up as well, this can definitely throw a wrench in Esme's plans. And he knows it. He's looking for an opportunity.
Let's see what he does with this tire.
Definitely expect to see that coming out soon. Both Valkyries are up, ready to go. Junebug, look at that. Great coordination. Missed the hook on him. Nightmare's mobility is so awesome to watch. She's just jumping all over the place. All
Very
coming down
good.
out of Lucio. A lot of ults coming down here.
Ooh, that Valkyrie pop there. See if that helps give them that edge.
Zombie gets up and is now starting to try and get some work done here. He's fully healed up. The Yoozh, though, really using their ults in a very strong way here. Vision jumps off the ledge, and they're back to a full reset. Nothing on
I was going to say, Esme's got to fall back again.
And this is kind of where the panic starts to set in. You know, you're looking at the timer, you've burned half your time, you have nothing technically to show for it.
You're like, guys, we got 2 minutes.
Yeah, you really start to feel the pressure of the clock at this point. Which can sometimes help motivate you to be aggressive, you know, make the picks. It's a great ult right there, combining it. Look at that, though. Fake news up there. Nobody's contesting that. And it's so easy to just keep layering shots in when you're up high like that. Zombie picks up a kill, and they're forced to regroup again.
Some great soldier play there by Fake News, running around. Also keeping them guessing as well is another big aspect. You don't want to stay in one spot when you're doing all that damage. Yep. Whoa.
Chaos in there gets booped all the way in. They're just going ham right now.
They want to punish him for doing that. He's going to try and back out, and he might make it. Yes.
Does make it. Big kills out of Espy there. I don't know what happened to Team Yoozh. What were they doing all the way back there? That's going to cost them potentially the whole matchup right here. Or at least this first point.
At least this first point, I think.
Yeah, in the final minute they're able to collect it. I don't know why Yoozh was so far off the side there. Maybe they were recollecting, but...
Did they have
Chaos
something
Lander
respawn? Were we not paying attention? Was there a respawn they were waiting for there? Because that was...
Right. Chaos Lander just literally jumped into the point off a bounce off a Junkrat nade, and next thing you know, there he is. Now with a minute left, you know, Esme's still probably feeling good because now they have an opportunity to actually like contest for the point.
Yep.
Because you could hold a team at 6 minutes on both these points. You probably were going to struggle if it was just the one, but.
Well, yes.
Esme, though, losing yeet balls there can't be good. If I was them, I might want to rethink this push, but they do force a Lucio
they're
ult.
going.
Nice kills from Fission, but again, I don't know if this is going to be enough. Oh, they do take a tick. That's huge at this point. Any little bit that you can get on this is going to matter. Look at that timer. They're going for 2 ticks. That's huge for Esme. That is huge. Even if they don't manage to fully cap this point,
2 ticks
what
on
they just did,
yeah.
that's really big. And Yeet Ball's coming up. It might be more than 2. We'll see. No, ult comes down. This is looking like Yoozh is gonna regroup and hold this point, but still, major damage done.
Mercy holding Valkyrie.
Nah, that's not going to be able to make it. Still really good. I mean, good moves all around, but if I was on Esme, I'd be feeling pretty good about that right there.
Yeah, that was a great run. Very well done with the 4.5 minutes they had on the clock. And the fact that they capped at point A with a minute left. If I was gambling, I wouldn't think they would be able to catch it. But
And to get the 2 ticks, you're in a very good position right now.
absolutely. So Yoozh has really got to put their A game in here.
Yeah, I mean it's winnable either way on either team right now. Esme put up a really good first, run at it here. Now it's up to Yoozh to be able to beat it, which they are capable of doing.
What game is that? I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. Looks really old. I know. It's on the PS4 though.
It might be. Who knows? So the cool thing at Ignite, there's all these games going around here.
Yeah, there's a lot of action happening right now. We got consoles, we got PCs.
All right, we got Yoozh on the offense coming in here. See what they're able to do.
They'll come in
All right.
again. We've got our tanks leading the charge.
So they're opting for the Orisa shield instead of the Rhine. A little bit more stable, but can be effective. Whoa, look at the pickup, but Orisa goes down right away. Yeepol's probably going to be wanting to look for the res there, but without a shield, it's going to be hard to find
This
any
is a
safe opportunity
great
to do it.
opportunity for Yoozh to move in.
Ooh, Hook comes in, picks him up, but Zombie's right in on him. He might have overextended.
Maybe, maybe not.
No, he's able to pick up some kills. And he's going to have his
He's
ult
going to
up
get
and-
down.
This is just chaos all over the place. Ooh, the res comes in. Wow, look at those environmental kills.
Jeez.
Youzh is already picking up the point.
Yeah.
Now this is going to be a little bit more challenging for Esme.
They're sitting nice with 5.5 minutes left to go against B here. It's a pretty good chance that they're going to at least get in and put up a good fight.
Ooh, especially if that Mercy drops. That's really big right there. Not going to feel good about that. But again, it's that first point. It's hard to make that work.
Oh,
Their Mercy goes down. Big shatter.
is able to follow up. We got a Valkyrie popped up by Esme. If they can keep their team up, maybe not.
Esme popping some big reses, but again, they're still getting taken out. That's one tick down. Almost there. Watch that sword. There it
Oh, my.
is. And that's the Youzh picking it up, going into the finals.
Youzh into finals. That was definitely a well-earned victory.
Yeah, unbelievable. With a nice little Lucio play of the game here coming in. Who canceled the game?
What? Youzh is on the right.